Good afternoon, folks. Good evening, folks, or afternoon, wherever you're at watching this from. And tonight, the Sugar Bowl ended, and shocking matter where Notre Dame ends up beating Georgia 23-10. And the new bowls are now set. It'll be after Penn State manhandled Boise State 31-14. It'll be Penn State taking on Notre Dame in the Orange Bowl. And then after Texas, near disaster, but Texas ended up pulling it out at the end in double overtime, 39-31. They will take on Ohio State in the Cotton Bowl after Ohio State trounced, and I say again, trounced number 1 Oregon. How does that happen? Everyone picked Oregon. A lot of people picked Oregon to win. I don't know. I've yet to see any outliners where it says Ohio State. If anyone can tell me the outliner where it says Ohio State was picked to win, I've yet to see. Maybe there's maybe one outliner that showed Ohio State expected to win it all. Maybe I'm wrong, but I saw one outliner where it showed Ohio State was expected, where they picked Ohio State to win. But nobody on any panel ever picked Ohio State to win it. They picked either Oregon, Georgia, or Alabama. Alabama didn't even make it. But it was either Georgia or Texas. Someone picked Texas. I saw that. Now that's going to be an interesting game between Texas and Ohio State. Because Ohio State, if they continue to keep the heat up like that, excuse me, I'm still getting over the cold here. My apologies. If they continue to bring the heat like they have been, they're going to be unstoppable this year. They're going to win it all. These guys have been playing on fire like they do not want to quit. Literally, all day long. They've literally played like they want to win. Now, I'll be honest with you, the way Notre Dame played against Georgia, I was literally to no ends meet. If Notre Dame plays like that against Penn State, I don't see them getting past Penn State. Not by all means. And the way Texas played against Arizona State, I'm not saying Texas is weak by all means. By all means, Texas is a very damn good team. By all means. Texas is not weak at all. I'm going to say Ohio State wins. I'm not going to say it's by Now, I'm going to say I might have said 34-17 on one page maybe, but I don't know, that was just a hypothetical things. But if these things happen, if Ohio State's defense plays like it has been, hypothetically, maybe 34-17 if Ohio State does that. That's just a hypothetical thing. But if both defenses come to play, I'm going to guess 24-17 Ohio State. And a very good matchup. Because Texas might score at least 2 touchdowns. I'm not going to say they will score a lot. Because Quinn Ewers obviously knows Ohio State too well. He was at Ohio State, then he transferred to Texas. He never really wanted to be a Buckeye. The only reason why he came to Ohio State was for the NIL money. Then he screwed Ohio State and just said, screw you, I'm out of here. Now that I finally got a year in, now that the NIL is a real thing, now I'll go to Texas. So he entered the transfer portal, and Scarzivi, or however you pronounce his name, I'm not real good with pronunciations on some things. He entered the transfer portal and got a hold of the head coach of Texas and transferred there. And sure enough, Steve pretty much spoke with them and said, hey, we got ourselves a deal, so now they both know each other. So it's going to be a very tight game, I feel like. But Notre Dame and Penn State, if Penn State plays like they have I know it's going to be a good game between Notre Dame and Penn State, but then again, if Penn State's defense, because Penn State probably has the best run defense there is in the entire college football era. If they play like they did, good night. Game over. You pretty much will have them beat. Notre Dame cannot run the ball for diddly if you play against their run defense. They're nobody. They're nobody then. Notre Dame can't run against Penn State's run defense. It's over with. Now, you flip it over to Ohio State's defense. These guys are phenomenal. There's no way in hell you can stop these guys. I mean, now don't get me wrong, they were held a few times. I mean, that there was wrong. I'm so surprised the refs were watching that very closely. I don't know why they didn't call that. But it is what it is. You live, move on, get over it. No need to dwell on it. You move on. But, heck, Texas is going to give Ohio State a good challenge, I feel like. I saw these people posting, this one crazy character said 97-3 in favor of Oregon. I'm like, really? Like that's really going to do any, like that's really going to happen? And how did that work out for them? 41-21. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets closer and closer as we go along through here, because this by all means is nowhere near going to be like it was. I mean, like they all say, the competition gets tougher as you move along. And that goes with Texas as well. Everybody here. Notre Dame, they played a tougher competition. But then again, Georgia may not have been real simple. Penn State, on the other hand, had the simplest path to the title. Now they got to take on Notre Dame, but who knows? Ohio State looks like they had the toughest path to the title. Now they got to take on Texas. So Ohio State answered the call, so now they got to prove that they actually deserve to be there. And so far they have proved it. Now, don't get me wrong, the blemish, the team up north really does seem to put a stinger on there, and it still stings. And that's probably what's still rolling through their head. And I'm sure they're going to take that on Texas as well, and they're going to take it on the next opponent, probably Penn State. But, like they all say, it's always hard to beat a team twice. So, but, you never know. I might do another sequence on this. But, with that being said, I might do another one next week, and we'll talk about what every team needs to do if they want to beat the other team. Well, with that being said, hit the like button, hit the bell for notifications. With that being said, I'm out of here. Peace.